Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. So today I have a new type of video for my channel that I'm very excited about. I got the idea out of nowhere on a random night. I was just like, I know I'm not the only one who goes through this and I need to do a video about this. So this video is going to be about those products that we are either in love with, that we are super excited about, that we have like super high hopes for, and in the long run, they don't end up working out for us. And it's going to be fragrance, it's going to be beauty, it could be skincare, anything in general. But when there is a new release, many times we get super hyped, super pumped, and maybe the first 2 or 3 times that you use it, you think that you love it, and then all of a sudden you start to realize this product does not work for me. So for today's video, I'm going to be sharing some fragrances that didn't work for me, some skincare, some makeup, a little bit of everything, and I'm going to let you guys know why. So if you're interested, just keep on watching. Sometimes we have products that we can test out 1, 2, 3, 4 times, and we think that they're amazing, that they're going to turn into favorites. And you go ahead, you give your review, you show it, you say that you're loving it, you're so excited about it, you're so enthusiastic about it, and then bam, on the 5th time that you use the product, something happens. You get a skin reaction, a foundation oxidized, and it looks horrible on you. A mascara all of a sudden dried up, and once you start putting it on, it's just horrible. It's crumbling everywhere. Even worse, a perfume starts to smell like pickles. It happens. It happens. If you know, you know. So now you're thinking to yourself, okay, wait, maybe it was something in the combo that I used. Maybe I layered some products that didn't work well together. So now you start going on this like mission of like, okay, I'm going to use this again to see if it does the same thing. And it turns into this testing out of the products. And this is where you realize that the product is just not for you. And I struggle a lot with this because I don't want to seem like a liar. Like sometimes I'm like, oh my God, I said in a video that I am so obsessed with this and now I actually hate it. And you start to feel kind of guilty. You don't know what to do. It's like a very uncomfortable place because if you're just testing out things for yourself and it doesn't work, then it doesn't work. But when you're a content creator, I at least feel kind of like responsible for my opinions, and I want to make sure that I'm saying everything that I'm really going through, my experience with you guys. And that's why my channel is a little bit more detailed. Some people have complained about that recently, and to that I say, that's just how my channel is. I like to go in. I like to go back to products that I purchased last year and give you guys an update. So this doesn't mean that these products are bad, that I'm not recommending them, because what could be bad for me could be your all-time favorite product, especially when it comes to fragrance, especially when it comes to skincare. What could break me out could be like the miracle product for you. So just keep that in mind when I share these, that this is just my experience. I just wanted to kind of open up like a space where I can talk about products that didn't work out in the long run for me. And always remember, at the end of the day, the only person that you can trust when it comes to beauty, fragrance, all of that is yourself. No one is going to know you like you know you. So when you listen to reviews, make sure, does this person have the same type of skin as me? Does this person have the same taste? Because just because this person says it doesn't work doesn't mean it's bad, or just because this person loves it doesn't mean you're gonna love it as well. So with that said, there is going to be a little bit of heartbreak in this video because I'm going to be talking about products that at one point I was just so pumped up about. So you are probably gonna be like, wait a second, what happened? So here in this video is where I'm going to explain to you what happened, what changed my mind, and why that product doesn't work out for me. I have done videos where I talk about products that don't work for me, but I want to turn it into like an actual series, maybe, if you guys enjoy it, where every so often I come back and I update you guys on products that didn't work out for me. So yeah, at the end of the day, it all goes down to what you enjoy. So let me know if you enjoy this video and we can add it to the rotation. I'm very excited to get started. So now that I'm done with all the yapping, let's get into the products that did not work out for me in the long run. And if there was a time to hear an audible gasp, it's gonna be right now. Boy Smells Cocoa Cream. I have been raving about this perfume so much, and it's pretty much more than half. Where is this? Probably like up to like here or something. It's almost done. I told you guys that I want to get myself a full size of this product. This is the most fluffy, creamy, beautiful coconut fragrance ever. I am so obsessed with it. I actually added the full size to my cart like 3 or 4 times. It's so good. It's such a good scent. Now it does remind me of Coconut Sun from the 7 Virtues. Just a little bit more fluffy, a little bit more like tonic. It's so good. But here is the problem with this perfume. I don't smell it on myself. I will bathe myself in this perfume. Like right now, you hear this? It smells amazing. I will shower myself with this. It's so good. It's a perfect summer scent, but I don't smell it after maybe like an hour. Every single time I've noticed that I have put this on to go out, I will spray myself with it. I will go crazy in love with the scent. And then once I'm out of the house, I'm like, am I even wearing perfume? Like the times that I have thought to myself, did I put on perfume today? It's been when I'm wearing this. So I don't know if it's just a problem for me because I'm living in Arizona now, and I noticed that the heat here will evaporate your perfume. Like I have been using perfumes that I never in a million years thought that I would start enjoying so much. I've been reaching for more florals. I've been reaching for more citrusy scents, like a little bit more sharpness in there, because when I wear something that's very soft, it just disappears in the heat. So maybe I'll get this in a full size, and maybe when it starts to cool down, I'll wear it. But I really liked this for summertime, and I feel like I can't enjoy it because I can't smell it. And when I'm wearing perfume, I want to smell it on myself. So I want to know how many of you guys have this one, and how long does it last on you? How much do you spray? Do you layer it with something that helps not to take away the scent of this? Because I have many things to layer with it, but I feel like then it's going to change the scent of it. I wish it was a little bit more long lasting or like better performance. So that is my first product. Second product that didn't work out for me in the long run, which I was very excited about, is the Lake and Sky hair and body mist. And this is the Angel Numbers collection, which I was so excited for. So I picked up 3 of the 4. I picked up 222, which is Cosmic Cocoa and Musk. I picked up Sun Kissed and Manoi, and I picked up Sheer Fig and Salt. These don't smell bad at all. One thing I despise about this is the packaging. Do not grab this by the cap because you're just going to drop it. I have dropped it multiple times because I just forget. I am a creature of habit, and since I could lift up other things by the cap, I go to pick this up and it doesn't hold it. I like how this smells when I spray it here, the Sheer Fig and Salt. I thought I was going to like this one the most, but there's something about these that I just don't enjoy, and I'm trying to only keep things in my collection that I really like, and they're just certain notes are starting to come through that I'm not really into. Like the 444 smells like a white floral, but more of like a mature white floral. I think I might sell these 2. These unfortunately did not work for me. Next up, another product that I got recently, and it immediately became a heck no, get this off of me. I think 1 or 2 of you guys warned me about it when I hauled it. I got a comment. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. But the consistency, the texture, I cannot. And usually when it comes to body products, I don't mind putting on oils. I don't mind feeling product on my skin. That's not the problem. But this Fenty Beauty Body Lava, it's like you feel sticky the entire time that you're wearing this. And I was so excited because, I mean, look at the sheen that has. So there's 2 things about it that I don't enjoy. 1, the consistency, how thick it feels on the skin. It never fully settles down. The day that I wore it, I had my hair in a bun because I already kind of remembered the comment that I got. So I was like, you know what? Let me do it a day that my hair's not loose. If my hair would have been loose while I was wearing this, I would have gone in the shower. It's too much. It's sticky. Like, it's so sticky. You can't even, it feels like you're just slipping and sliding everywhere. I don't even know how to describe it, but it was just my skin looked beautiful. And it also depends on one type of lighting, because this has glitter like a mother. It is full of glitters. I thought it was more of like a sheen. This is glitter town. Too much glitter for me. I don't enjoy looking glittery on my body. I only love glitter on my eyeballs. That's about it. Way too glittery and way too sticky. I wish that it was the glow, but that it would kind of set down. This is not it. I have other products that work so much better. Next up, another product that went viral on TikTok. And when I tried this out, I was just in love, of course, because of the way that my skin looked. But then I started to pay attention and I was like, wait a second, I cannot use this. This is the Kopari Sunglaze Sheer Setting Mist. I gave it amazing reviews. I was so excited. As you can see, I used it. I tested it out, and this is just not for me. Look how beautiful that color in there is. It is gorgeous. So this is supposed to be a sheer setting mist for your face. It has sunscreen SPF 50. It's supposed to protect you from the sun, give you a beautiful glowy look. But when I tell you, my eyes felt like I was squinting. the whole time that I've been wearing this. And the reason why I'm doing this video is because now that I moved, I've fallen into such a better routine lately. I do my makeup every single day, which I haven't been doing for I don't know how long. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I want to get better at what I do. I want to give you guys even better reviews. I want to know everything from the top to the bottom and all of the details. And if I'm only wearing makeup like 2 or 3 times a week, it makes it hard for me because I have so much product. So now every single morning I shower, I sit down, I do my makeup, I play with the products, I test them out, I leave them on all day, I see what works, what doesn't. And I really have been getting a lot of thoughts. Even things that I thought that I loved, I'm like, wait, this is not good. And that's kind of what happened with this. So I was wearing it and my eyes were stinging so bad, and it didn't happen right away. The first hour or two, it was perfectly fine. I did notice though that it kind of made my skin feel tight and dry, almost like if I sprayed alcohol on my skin instead of SPF. It was kind of like drying to me. Even though the skin looks beautiful, the skin looks dewy and beautiful and gorgeous, it's like the perfect dewiness to the face that I will not take away from it. But the way that it stings my eyes is not worth it. Like, I was literally in my room at some points and I was just like, I couldn't. It was just too much for me. I have 2 concealers that I used and they didn't work for me either. The first one is a drugstore concealer. I was very excited about this because it was very thin and I did like it. And I thought that the reason why it was looking a little bit crepey on my skin was because I was going through like skin problems in Kentucky, but I'm back to normal here. My skin is back to normal. My under eye is back to normal. And these still don't work. So this is the L'Oreal True Match Radiance Serum Concealer. I really love the foundation from L'Oreal, so I thought that the concealer was gonna be great. This concealer has 1.5% hyaluronic acid and it has caffeine. It's a very thin consistency, so if that is something that you look for in a concealer, you will probably love this. But for me, it goes on so beautiful like the first 2-3 minutes, but since it's so thin, I feel like it kind of gets like patchy and it dries up my under eye. So then my under eye starts looking shriveled up and just like really weird. It's kind of like patchy and just not smooth, and it just doesn't set right. So unfortunately this one didn't work out for me. And also my mom recommended this one to me, so it's crazy how para los gustos los colores, which basically means there's just something for everyone and not everything is for everyone. So she recommended this and it's not bad, but it's just I never could set it down to look the way that I know my makeup can look. Like for example, today, my concealer today, flawless, and that is the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Lift and Flex Concealer. That concealer is slowly making it like to number 1 on my list. But here we have the Say Hydra Beam Concealer. It's supposed to be very hydrating. I've actually purchased this 2 times. So the first time I purchased it, I got the wrong shade. So I thought that it was the shade that was looking off. So I got rid of that one. And then I got this one, which is in the shade 2.5, I think. I can't read, it's too small. But this goes on really nice right here. I just start noticing that it kind of bunches up under my eye, like in my fine lines. And when it's time for me to set it, it's not smooth. Like this Danessa Myricks is smooth. Like there is no creasing. I don't even like to say that a concealer doesn't crease because almost every single concealer is going to crease just a tiny bit, but that's almost nothing. Okay, so now my expectations are pretty high up there. So unfortunately this one just, it kind of bunches up. It's hydrating, but then it's kind of like too creamy. So I'm gonna send this one to my mom because this one works out for her. It just doesn't work out for me. Next up, we have a recent release from e.l.f. I thought about this one so much. I tried it maybe like 6 times by now, and I think this is not for me. And this is the e.l.f. Halo Glow Skin Tint. Yeah, I still have it in the box. I'm not sure why. But first off, I probably would have been better getting shade 8 because I got shade Light Cool 6. But this right here, I had such high hopes and it looks so beautiful on everyone who puts it on. It even looks beautiful on my shorts on TikTok and all of that where I do my makeup, it looks gorgeous on camera. But in real person, like in life, in real life, right now, the foundation that I'm wearing right now, it just looks so thin. You can't really tell where my foundation starts and where it ends. That's how I want my makeup to look all the time. I don't got no space for makeup that doesn't work no more because I have a big collection. I'm trying to narrow it down. I've been throwing away products that are expired, getting rid of things that just don't work for me no more. The same thing that I was doing with my perfumes, I'm doing that with my beauty collection because my beauty collection is bigger than my perfumes. This right here is a mineral broad spectrum SPF 50 sunscreen. It's water resistant. Immediately, the first thing that I did not like was the thickness of it and kind of like feeling like I was rubbing sunscreen all over my face because there's something about it that just feels very thick and like sunscreen. It smells like sunscreen. It feels like it. It does give a beautiful, beautiful look to the skin, but the way that my skin actually feels, not so much. I feel like my pores are kind of like suffocating. I have very picky skin. If something feels too thick on my skin, I'm gonna break out. I feel like this ended up giving me a little bit of texture to my skin. It just wasn't a favorite. And I kept trying it over and over because of the hype and how viral it has gotten. I'm like, okay, I have to be doing something wrong. So I tried it so many different ways, different combinations, with a lot of makeup, with a little bit of makeup, setting it. I never feel my best when I'm wearing this. I like my makeup to set down. I like for me to even forget that I'm wearing makeup. If I feel it there, it's going to bother me. So couldn't make this work. Next up, we have a product that I was very excited about as well. This was in my latest Sephora haul, I think. And this is from Makeup Forever. And this is the new Artist Color Crayon. I didn't pick up like the contour shades or the blush ones. I had no plans on picking this up. But when I went to Sephora in person, I saw this and I was like, ooh, like that looks like it would be such a pretty highlight. And I swatched it in the store and I loved what I saw in the store. But then I realized that, damn, that looks so pretty. Should I give it another try? Oh my God, I'm so bad with this type of stuff. I just feel like when I put it on my skin, there's glitter chunks. So it does give a nice glow though. I don't know, maybe I'll keep it and I'll just be super intentional about where I'm putting it, because I don't want this all over because it does have like big chunks. I don't know if you can see it. Okay, maybe this one I'll keep. Maybe this one is safe. But I will say, if you are looking at this and thinking like, wow, that's such a beautiful highlight shade, there is little chunks of glitter mixed into this formula that just come out randomly. So you'll swatch it and maybe you'll see it in one swatch. Maybe you'll see it. Maybe you won't. I don't know. Maybe this one will stay. Next up, we have a bunch of powders. These are going to be leaving my collection because I'm a dry skin girl. So powder is not my best friend, first of all. And then on top of that, if you're extra drying, it's like, no, you need to go. I recently went to Target and I saw this and I was jumping of excitement because I've been hearing everyone comparing this to my number one powder in this universe, and that is Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Setting Powder, whatever, it's a long name. That is my number one powder. That is the powder that I will go to when I'm having my worst skin day and I know that it's going to blur my pores, smooth my skin, snatch me up, and make me feel a million times better. So everyone's claiming that this powder is even better. So when you tell me that it's even better, you're setting that, like, I had high expectations for this powder. So first off, packaging. Yes, packaging, you get a 10 out of 10. It looks just like the Charlotte Tilbury one. You get a mirror inside. Now, is this something that's going to replace my Charlotte Tilbury powder? Like, I was looking forward to it. I set my makeup and when I put the powder down, I was just like, this is what people are saying that it's a dupe? Because you're gonna see the video if you follow me on Instagram. I will post it to shorts as well, where I am putting this on and you see the texture. I have texture right here. And it just made that like really pop out. It also made my skin look chunky under my eyes. It just looked so weird. And then I went in with my Charlotte Tilbury one on the other side and you can just see the difference, the filter, that you can still see my makeup through it. All it did was like blur everything out and make it perfect. So unfortunately, this did not live up to the hype for me. Let me know if I'm doing something wrong. Let me know if you use it a different way. I picked it up in the shade One Light because that's the shade that I have in the Charlotte Tilbury. This did not go well for me. Here's another powder that I actually loved, that I raved about when I hauled it, and I was so excited about it. And the more that I tested it, not for me either. And this is from LYS, which is a brand that I always say is underrated and it deserves so much more love. But this powder unfortunately is not for me. And this is the, I'm gonna put the name on the screen, but it is the loose powder, and I have it in the shade Sincere Pink. I love everything about this powder, but I noticed that the last few times that I used it, when I put it under my eyes, it almost turned like an orange color. Like it oxidized in the weirdest way. Like it made my concealer underneath turn into like this dark color, and it didn't work well for me. So I am not going to say that this is a bad powder at all. I will just say that this shade specifically doesn't work for lighter skin tones. So if you're looking for a pink powder, I would recommend others like the Huda Beauty one, the One Size Beauty powder, because this one just gets darker under the eye area if you're too light skinned. So if you have like tan skin or darker skin, I feel like it will look beautiful. But if you have light to light medium skin, maybe try out the translucent one instead of this one, because the pink one just got darker on my under eye. Here's another powder that I had high hopes for, that a lot of people raved about. I was so excited about it. It does not work for me. And this is the Too Faced Born This Way Soft Blur Powder. Super cute, compact, and I got it in the shade Light. This is how the powder looks. Super cute powder. And this one I thought was going to be like a soft powder that I could put underneath the eyes, and every single time that I have tried to use this, it bunches up my concealer and it looks thick and cakey and just weird. It looks almost like wet, like if the concealer didn't fully set and then it turned into like little bumps. I don't know how to describe it. It looked horrible is what I can say that it looked. I did not enjoy it. I tried it already like 4 or 5 times because I didn't want to give up. I was just like, no, maybe I'm doing something wrong. Maybe I have to set it with a brush instead of with a powder puff. It didn't work. Either way that I tried, it just does not look good on my under eyes. Maybe for someone that's oily as like a touch-up powder or something, but it didn't work for me for setting. Up next, we have the NYX The Brow Glue in Crazy Lift. So I was very, very excited about this as well. If you watched my Get Ready With Me trying new makeup, this was in my last one of those videos, and I mentioned like I had to just work too much. My Rare Beauty gel and my L'Oreal laminating gel, you start working those in, and in less than a minute, like your brows are already laid flat. You don't have to do too much work, and it's just quick. I want my makeup products to just go on and not give me too much fuss, not make me work, because I got kids, I'm a wife, I got things to do. I can't just take forever to do my makeup. I want something that I can just put on. It looks flawless and it was quick. So this is not it. This took me forever. I had to keep brushing and brushing and brushing and brushing. So then finally, the second and third time that I tried it, it did get better. So it wasn't horrible. It's not a horrible product. I just have better. The next few times that I used it, I did squeeze out more product. Like I made sure that there was like a little ball at the top here, and then started working it through my brows, and I noticed that that was working a little better. I just don't want to have to fuss and fight so much. Like I want to just put on my makeup and go. Rare Beauty and L'Oreal, they got me with that. Brows is something that takes a little bit of time because it's detailed, so I'm not trying to add extra time to it. So yeah, this one didn't work out the way that I thought it was going to. And last but not least, this one's more of a quick update because when I did try this Morphe eyeshadow palette, I told you guys that I didn't recommend it. It was very like loosely pressed. You get fallout everywhere, but I've given it more chances. I've done more looks. Today's look is actually with this palette and it's really beautiful. So I don't want to say that it's a bad palette because it's affordable. What I will say is I still have the same opinion about the darker matte shades. They can go on patchy. So what I would say is with these, if you're going to use like a concealer or something, kind of set that with a powder or something so that there's the same consistency all over the eye when you go with the next color, because if the concealer's still a little wet, I think that's where the patchiness can come from. So the shimmers though are beautiful in this palette, and that is why I wanted to kind of take it back. So yeah, that one is kind of like back into my rotation. I have been doing looks with it. I wanted to make sure before I said that I didn't recommend it, but if you're looking for an affordable eyeshadow palette, I don't think it's bad. Just wanted you to keep in mind that it does have a lot of fallout. So do your eyes first and then do your foundation so that you don't mess up your hard work. So that is it for my products that didn't work out in the long run for me. Let me know how you feel about these products, and let me know how you feel about this video. I like to be as honest as possible with you guys, and I like to find ways where I can update you guys. Even if something is not working, even if I raved about it in the beginning, I would rather let you guys know, because those things can happen. You can either love something and then end up hating it, or think that you're not going to enjoy something and it ends up being a favorite. So that's going to be it from me today. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Comment down below if you're interested in any of these products. If you actually love any of these products, I would love to hear how it works out for you. Give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and I will see you guys in my next video.